All right, let's hear you if you can pick up your voice.
Tasting, tasting, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, we're going to start out with video 1.
This is a summer camp we had up by Bear River. That's north of Mirror Lake.
About what year do you think it is?
Oh, boy, I don't know. It's hard to say.
Sure. So late 60s, early 70s?
Yeah, it was probably in that time range. I know it was early in the spring and it was muddy. We had mud you couldn't believe.
This is when you were back in the National Guard, right?
Yeah, this is National Guard.
And this is just training you guys are doing? Yeah, there's your mud.
Yeah. And I don't remember just what we did there at this time, but that was the mess hall. Guys are going in to eat.
What was your rank that you had? Because weren't you in charge? You were like a...
I think I was a specialist 3rd class.
Okay.
I was a dozer operator. But our main objective, what our unit was a panel bridge company. We were the 117th Engineer Panel Bridge Company, and we were located in Midway.
Okay. Just out there by Heber?
Yeah. This is on our way back home now. We're headed towards Mirror Lake. This is on the north side of the High Uintas, and we're going south.
Wow.
Still a lot of snow.
Yeah, there was still a lot of snow up there. I think a little later here it shows some of the snow that we went through after the road was all cleared and everything.
I think this one shows that car off the side of the road too, if I remember right. That old car. So you don't know why you guys went camping? You just pretty much have a little basic training maybe or something?
Yeah, we had training we may have built a bridge there. I don't remember just what we did.
See, when were you done with the National Guard?
When was I what?
When did you finish with the National Guard? When did you get done?
It was after we got relieved from active duty in Fort Lewis, Washington. That was in 64.
When you got relieved from that, and then you were on National Guard for a while.
Well, that's when I got released from the National Guard, was in 64.
Oh, okay, so this is actually early.
This is before that, yeah.
Yeah, so this is early 60s.
That's Mount Baldy up by Mirror Lake.
Wow. Yeah, there's that old car.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Got off the road some way.
I couldn't really tell what kind of car it was.
No.
Almost looked like an old Studebaker.
Yeah.
There was a lot of snow. I think they went through with one of those big rotary snow blowers to open up the road. Look how deep that was.
Okay, so this was early 60s then, because you were done with the National Guard at 64. Okay.
Yeah.
That's that old truck Dad had. That was Uncle Cliff there. Oh, that guy that was there in Ashton's built that camper for him.
That's Al Daniels.
Yeah, one on the left.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's Trina and Al. It's a friend of Mom and Dad.
Trina might be sitting there in the back of the pickup because she had to be there. If Al was there, there she is.
When Mom had, what was that Dick, scarlet fever.
Yeah.
Serena took care of her, helped her. She lived across the road.
How old was Grandma when she had that?
Oh,
I'll bet she was in her 50s.
So where do you think you guys are fishing at?
that's Flaming Gorge.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
That's Grandma right there, I think.
Yeah, that's Mom right there.
Their fun hair and gold shirt.
Oh, she had all of her stuff, I tell you.
Now this was taken in Provo. This is at Virginia and Ralph's home in Provo.
Gail's house? Oh, the puppy dog?
Yep.
Well, you guys had a lot of dogs growing up.
Uh,
Oh, here's that old red truck. Here we go.
oh yeah, this is,
See that one that's back up there? That's Ted's truck.
The blue one?
That one that's kind of greenish.
yeah,
okay.
it's a Ford.
That Ford back there. Is that about a 54 Ford or something like that?
Yeah,
And this was your unit, wasn't it, Uncle Dick?
yeah, that was mine. I painted it up and
So you can get up through the rivers and everything.
that was a good old unit. It had the heavy duty winch on the front. There's Ted's truck behind mine right there, coming into a mud hole. This was taken between Cliff Lake and Chipeta Lake.
It didn't seem to matter a whole lot what time of year you went in there. It was always muddy.
Yeah, I think this was probably in July.
It's a nice monster truck, that's for sure.
See that opening between the cab and the bed?
Yeah.
That's what Husky fell through.
Here comes Ted. He had to get out around the mud hole.
That's where Husky fell through, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fell down on top of the drive line.
Spun him around and threw him under the tire.
I don't know how he ever survived, but he did.
So,
Right on.
where's this at?
That's probably Chipeta Lake.
It's either, I think it might be White Rocks.
Is it White Rock?
Yeah,
That's that truck of Ted's.
Ted's truck there.
There's yours.
I think this is White Rocks Lake.
No, that guy. Oh, who's that in plaid? Think that was Ted?
That's Ted.
That's Ted, yeah.
In the plaid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Husky up there? Was on the truck?
No, that's Teddy.
That's Teddy. Yeah, that's my dad's old dog.
Oh my gosh.
He lived a long time, that old dog.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wait, when did you have Husky? I'm trying to remember.
And we were living out at Bonanza.
It was during this time.
Okay.
And he never went on the trips with us up on the mountain. He went down. I think that was the only trip he went down there, wasn't it? To the Book Cliffs with us.
Yeah.
Picked a bad time to go, I guess.
Yeah.
What, you guys went and got cedar posts?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was Cedar Post.
And it was thundering and lightning, and that's what scared Husky.
I mean, then he
He
jumped
tried
and
to
then
jump
fell
off of the truck and
fell down between.
jumped down between the cab and the bed of the truck.
And you lived through it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I thought he was going to die for sure. I picked him up after that happened, and I felt his ribs and bones.
Broken, yeah. So where's this at?
This is up at the Firefighters Memorial Campground, up there by Flaming Gorge Lodge.
Yeah, just after you go past Flaming Gorge Lodge, before you drop off that hill, do that grade, it's over on the right there.
Yeah, with the boys practicing.
That's where those firefighters died fighting fire just off the nose of that hill. It was in the 60s, wasn't it, Dick?
Yeah, I think it was.
That's pretty.
And I'm trying to think where this was.
That almost looked like Baldy for a second there, but
This is Blanchett Park.
what?
Oh, yeah.
This is Blanchett Park. We didn't have any campers. We had
Good.
tents.
Yeah.
There's Ted's pickup again.
Brought his boat up, but there's no place to put a boat in.
Yeah, that's Wayne.
Did Ted go with you guys quite a bit with you on these trips?
Yeah, he used to go with us. Ted and Myrna.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I was
just
cooking.
counting
I
next
was
little
cooking breakfast for the bunch.
Oh, you have some nice tents.
Yeah, it was a
Okay.
big tent.
We had the stove and everything, which I
Yeah, I was still working at Bonanza
Good time.
at this time.
And you got the boys wandering around.
That's Wayne.
Yeah.
That's Ted.
Well, he liked the flannel, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's what most everybody wore on the mountain when you
Oh yeah, nice and warm.
went on the mountain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Check out the animals. You can see them right there. Some deer.
That's got to be out in the Book Cliffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look like cedars and stuff.
There's the old dog Ted.
Well, Teddy, he's getting old. He's having a hard time getting around.
He belonged to my dad, and when my dad died, why I took Teddy,
Uh-huh.
and I had him out at Bonanza for a couple of years. He finally got so old he couldn't get around much. And
Here's the little pup.
yeah, I don't remember
That little guy.
the name we had for that one.
Yeah.
This was at Flaming Gorge right here. Kids were playing on the sandy side hill.
Okay. Yeah, you can see the long train of animals there. Oh. Whose truck is that?
That's my '68 Ford. I bought that thing brand new for $4,200.
Jeez.
Camper special, wasn't it?
Yep, 3/4 ton.
It had little doors on the sides of the bed. If I remember right, didn't it?
Is that
Yep.
one of your first campers?
That's my first trailer. Yep, 16 feet long. This is up by Paradise Lake, up on Mosby.
Uh-huh.
Almost looks like some kind of dune buggy or something. Somebody's driving.
There's a campground there.
Yeah, there is now. It shows here in a minute where we were camped. We were camped below the dam, and we were getting ready to go up to Cliff Lake. Old John Miles was with us. I don't know who these people were. They weren't in our bunch. There we are with there's John's old Jeep. And he pulled that little trailer up there behind that Jeep. And he just about tore that little trailer to pieces because it had a low axle and it was dragging on those rocks.
Some of those rocks is as big as that trailer.
Yeah.
That's some of his kids? Right there, the girl and stuff? Probably.
I think that's Wayne on back of the truck, one of the kids in the truck. Here's John.
Now you can see why he about tore that trailer up.
Seriously. What was his name again? John?
Miles.
Wow. Just a friend from Bonanza, or?
Yeah, he was one of the mechanics, worked with Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good gravy.
This was up above Paradise Lake. We were headed up towards Chipeta. It was raining. John had his wet weather gear on.
I know, you guys truly knew how to rough it, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's John. I think he was stuck,
Looks like it.
and he's getting out his winch line to pull his Jeep out with the winch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be his wife right there.
Yep.
With him.
That mud, boy, sometimes you'd hit them bogs and it was deep.
Look at that.
Been a long time since I've been up in the Baldies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. Gravy. Well, you sure sunk it, didn't you?
Yeah, we were sunk. And I don't remember whether we were hung up on a rock on the rear end or what.
There's Chipeta.
Right there, that's Chipeta. Uh-huh.
So is it a reservoir or a lake?
Reservoir.
Okay.
They've got a new road going up there now. You go up Farm Creek. You can drive up there in about an hour.
Is that an old cabin? It's just
Yeah, this was just below Chipeta Lake.
an old abandoned cabin or something, or did the Forest Service use it?
Yeah, I don't know whether it was an old logger's cabin or just what, but
Sure. Were you working in Bonanza at the time? When you start doing the lumberjacking? Like when did you start doing your own cells and stuff and just do?
that was after I worked at Western. I quit Western and went into the timber business. That was in '83. So